Let's make some delicious garlic bread with cheese and tomato into the air fryer. And I've got here about 100 grams of soft butter, which we're gonna mix with 2 minced cloves of garlic and also some sun-dried tomatoes. And in this situation, we're gonna use about 4 or 5 halves. And what this does, it brings that extra tomato flavor, slightly stronger, slightly from a different angle, which really works well in this recipe. And we're going in with the butter, and we're gonna mix this together with a fork until they are well combined. Now, I don't know about you, but I like adding a half teaspoon of dry oregano to this mix because it will taste so good together with the tomatoes and the garlic. And in terms of seasoning, we're not gonna go too heavy because the sun-dried tomatoes already have some sort of seasoning in there, so you need to bear that in mind. But I'm still gonna add a good pinch of salt and a good pinch of freshly ground black pepper. And we're gonna mix this together until they are well combined into a nice thick paste. And moving on, we're gonna preheat our air fryer at 180 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna move on to put together this garlic bread. Now, in terms of cheese, you can obviously go with whichever you prefer, but I do like using fresh mozzarella cheese. This will bring the garlic bread to a whole new level. It's a bit more expensive, that's right, but also it tastes amazing. Now, in terms of bread, I like using ciabatta, but if you don't have ciabatta, then regular sliced bread will just barely do the job. I'm just joking, it will do the job, but I do like this, it tastes better, it looks better in a plate. And we're going first with the butter, a nice layer on both sides. Just make sure that you cover the entirety of the bread. Next are the tomatoes, which we're gonna slice not too thick, but not too thin at the same time, because you don't want them to almost evaporate, during cooking process. And to put this together, we're gonna overlap the cheese with the tomatoes, almost like making a caprese. Now, in terms of cooking, we're gonna cook these for about 5 minutes to begin with. Most likely it's not gonna be enough, but it's gonna give us a good indication of how much longer we're gonna need to cook it. And after about 8 minutes of cooking, here we are. And I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more simple recipes like this.